We've got one night to go and we've just run out of gas. Like literally one night. Come on, Icy. Alright, we're gonna have to go and get a little bit of gas. Boil up the eggs, dinner, breakfast and just lunch tomorrow before we move into the hotel. It's funny how the world works. So because we run out of gas, we had to come back, and the closest gas fill place is in Orewa. So to get to Orewa we need to fill up with petrol, so we came to the Z station because they have a special on today. And of course before we leave New Zealand we had enough points to buy 2 pies, so we thought we'd get a couple of pies. So we were getting them and the voucher expired today. We didn't realise. So isn't it funny how the world works? What do you reckon these are going to taste like?
Well, I'm either going to be hungry after I've eaten it, personally, or I'm going to be sick. One or the other.
Let's hope it's hungry.
Probably both. $12.56 for 3 kilos of gas.
Okay. Alright, we've made it. We've come to Hatfields Beach. The pie's coming back to haunt me, just in case you're wondering. How are you feeling?
It's probably going to take a couple of hours if it's going to do any harm for me. Otherwise, I'll know about it maybe tomorrow, sometimes 24 hours later.
I'm up to here with pie, like up to Pussy's bow with acid.
Right. I say have some dumplings because they solve everything.
We've got gas, water, park next to the gravel pit.
Great view outside, straight ahead.
What could be better? Funny enough, we just didn't even see the sign last night. I've been told to bring a trolley quick. We suddenly just thought that when we're trying to cross the border, that apple, kiwi fruit
Hello, Renette. It's Louise McLeavy speaking.
and poultry boxes wouldn't go down too well.
Move holiday boxes.
So we're just rethinking our strategy. Alright, we're going to keep the chicken boxes just for now. Oh, we've left the other ones just in case. To my horror, we just spent $50 on boxes.
Jesus.
But we've thought this through, and I think it's going to be a very wise idea not to use fruit boxes.
I did think that was clever that you had thought that through and said that, because we don't want any surprises.
You can just imagine it, can't you? A pallet full of apple boxes arriving, and they think, uh-oh, what have we got here? Get myself in a little panic today because I need to be getting to the hotel. We still haven't got to the laundromat. This day's actually harder than it looks.
Kelly's just a little bit over it. I'm actually feeling okay myself. What's affected you so badly?
That it's 5 o'clock and I haven't even started the laundry yet.
Let me all tell you, Kelly is a control person when it comes to time. You all think that we holiday every minute, every second of the day. I had to put a timer on to lie in the sun for 10 minutes today. It's the second time I've actually done sunbathing in 12 months of us actually being so-called on holiday, as people call it. It's there's always one thing, because she's a list writer. She has to cross it off, tick it off, whatever it is. For me, I just go with it. If it's not done today, I'll do it tomorrow. Not so good, I suppose, that type of attitude when you've got to get on a ship.
Louie's been packing. It actually feels like we've packed up, like we're shifting out of a house. In here, we've got the packing boxes. They're all the dry clothes. We're just waiting for one more load to dry. Got the keys. I'm not sure if Jeffrey's leading the way or not, but
Oh, he probably is. He's very good. We had 2 packages which were dropped off here, and he had them ready and waiting for us, and he even lifted the heavy one out for us. That was kind.
okay, I'm going to park outside the door.
It's smelling clean. Of course, the thing is that it is just a small wee place for us, but it seems...
Of course, we picked the cheapest one.
Seems alright, doesn't it? This will keep us happy.
Let's get some lights going on so everyone can see.
Oh, yes, just one wee couch.
God, there's more room in the bathroom than there is in the bedroom. Might as well have the tour while it's clean.
Glass is all nice and clean. Seal of approval on the toilet. We're going to move things around a little bit.
This area might be where we're going to set up the pallet. What's going on the pallet? Shall we bring in the boxes for tonight?
Yes.
Go to sleep and we'll get up nice and fresh and early tomorrow.
I love the sound of that. That sounds good. Are you alright bringing the 3 boxes in while I just set up in here?
I've only been in here 5 seconds. Already got it rearranged. Thank you for doing all those boxes earlier. I would hate to be trying to pack that up now. Night, Iceberg. Be a good girl. Good morning.
Good morning.
How was your sleep?
Better than I thought. The bed was better than I thought. Shower's good.
The shower leaks.
Yeah, but the shower head itself, the water was really powerful. That water was freezing.
I think I set the Guinness World Record for the longest hot shower today. Don't tell anyone.
It was a long shower. It was steamy. I had all the windows open.
And I did get to sleep after about an hour. I kept thinking someone's breaking into Iceberg, even though she's like literally right outside the door. Right, what's the plan?
Okay, so as you can see, we've had our showers, we've had our breakfast, hair, makeup, done, and it's basically just bringing everything in today. That's our number one thing, is just to bring the things in.
Empty Iceberg.
And then we'll see if we can fit some other things in around that. Would you like to carry this second to last box out?
So that took about an hour. Actually a lot faster than I thought. But I just realised we haven't done the rocket lockers yet. You actually get a fine here if you're cooking, you know, if the smells go in the room. So how convenient is this?
It's very convenient. We have taken over just a little bit.
Not really. We've been very good.
Well, I suppose we haven't taken over our room is what I mean. We've used every inch of it. I'll just give you all... Have you given everybody an update already?
You can, feel free.
Well, of course, it's chaos mess.
Organised.
That's the word I was looking for in there. It is. It's very organised. I know exactly where and what everything is. This is my job in here. Yep, take a look, everybody. We both feel that we do still need to be eating well, the best that we can. So steamed vegetables and barbecue chicken. Not bad actually for the first day of going in the motel.
I said to Louie, where are we going to sit? And then I looked up. She's made the cutest little wee with the wee iPad. Tell everyone what you're doing. Because now that everything's inside, it's almost like a now what?
Okay, Kelly's quite overwhelmed by this, but she's interfering in my area here at the moment, and I'm trying not to interfere in hers because she's got quite a lot on her plate. Doing a clean inside there it needs real elbow grease. Anyway, what I'm doing here at the moment is that I always need to have a plan because I'm a planning type of person. And doing it on the computer is actually quite a lot harder, but just an old-fashioned way of doing it with a bit of paper is great. So I'm working out how many boxes we have, how many of these plasticky ones we have, and what's left over from that. And each day I'm working out what boxes I'm going to be doing.
And I'm just thankful for unlimited hot water to get my things cleaned. Well, that's day one finished. We're both quite pleased with ourselves.
We've done actually quite a lot. I've done a lot of what I wanted to do. In fact, I've done more than what I wanted to do.
Quick look, everything's neatly in piles.
It's all very regimented. It might not look it to you, but it is. And
Dinner?
tomorrow, poached eggs on toast.
Poached eggs on toast, what's tomorrow's plan?
Well, I've got the list, but I choose we've got from A up into N of what we're going to do, and you put it into the slots tomorrow. It's just the way I do things.
Right, Nana Dicey. She's completely empty, with the exception of a dash cam. I'll go and check her doors in a minute. I always double check her doors. All the rocker lockers are done. Oh, and I need to get the diesel tins off the roof. I will put them back on, but I'm just going to take them off for the clean so that there's no leaves or anything underneath. Those sneaky leaves, they get right under the edges of things. Tomorrow I'm having a shower with the blinds. You would have seen a couple of weeks ago when we were at a pop, we cleaned these with Sard, but it hasn't come off completely and you get this white stuff all over you, so tomorrow I'll be having a shower with them. And I think that's it. Good morning, day 2.
So that was Lockie this morning. He's a nice young man. I don't know if he speaks a lot of English, but that doesn't matter. He understood.
You managed to work ironing board out, so that's good.
Yeah, so that was good. It's had a big thick sheet on it, so this is like brand new. I think the cat's been sleeping on the other one, like a big...
Like a lion.
There's like tippy toes all over the washing machine lids.
Quick, tell us the plan of attack for today. You're on ironing. What am I on?
So Kelly's starting off. She's doing the skylight, so she's got a big bag that she's putting down on top of the mattress, so that anything she's washing is going to be dropping down on that.
Quick progress update. I've got the skylight looking like brand new. I've done the outside of the top of the Maxia fans, just bringing everything down off the roof, working from the top down. You've got the ironing all under control and you've whipped up a beautiful lunch.
Thank you. So it's actually an egg which I broke when we bought the eggs. So that's what that all is in there, but it's basically a prawn stir fry.
Good morning. Day 3. Right. I have been tasked with the job of separating my clothes. What's going home to Christchurch with us? What's going on the pallet? And everything on this bed is actually mine. I said to Louis, are you sure? Because I literally wear the same thing every day. Today, we're getting serious, I'm afraid. Having just a slight panic. Not panic attack, just panic because I'm just not sure how we're going to do this. Louis thinks this is going to take me a long time, but this is too easy. Christchurch, pallet.
I'm impressed.
This is coming with us because we need these to pick Icy up from the port.
It's going to be my turn soon, but I'm just making the wee toasties. Prawn, tomato, chilli, mini pizzas, old-fashioned, what you call them is mousetraps.
What have we got tonight, Louis?
It's actually monkfish, which is in there along with a mixture of other vegetables. Courgettes, mushrooms, and there's some lettuce, and there were capers, and I just smashed the bottle on the ground.
Would you like to have a look at the smash caper?
No, I'm not very happy about it.
Aww.
Is there anything else you'd like to say just before we say goodnight?
I spent like 4 hours cleaning the toilet, so that was fun. Don't know if I got anything done, but I probably did. Good morning, day 4. I'm borderline panic attack. Louis is trying to calm me down. It's everything in the background there that needs to be boxed. And I'm just a bit worried because we haven't actually got anyone to come and get it yet. We haven't booked anyone. Reason being, they need to know what size, how much you've got, and we didn't know how much we had until we box it up. So we've got to get that done today.
All of it today. So I'm getting all of mine boxed up today.
Don't look in the fridge yet. Fridge is getting its turn now. Done all those down there. Up, but here, down. Still got to do the cupboards. But here, back is done. Okay, so I was brave and I rang the lady from Rocket Freight. they can come pick up, they can store it here for free and then get it shipped over for us. But one thing she did say was your essential oils are dangerous goods, so Louis has carefully...
I'm just having a wee conniption
Yeah.
here, because since when? For 30 friggin' years I've been travelling on the plane
I think
with
you
him.
can take them with you.
Oh, it really annoys me. I've carefully packed them, everything else in there with the first aid and everything, and then you get told. I really didn't like that woman. Anyway, that's just how I feel, and that's the day that I'm having today, everybody.
I was trying to calm Louis down because obviously we need this later to get our things picked up.
I was only on a level of 1.5, 2. I'm on a level of 8 or 9 right at the moment.
Oh dear, I'm going back outside to finish the fridge. There's a scratchy beer in here. I've been called in for smoko. This looks good. I've just done the tyres, just double check the tyre pressure. They're all good, and I thought I'd better just check the spare tyre. And also, obviously, you've got to clean above it underneath for customs. So I knew that you had to pull these little things here up. You have to unscrew this because that's how you drop the spare wheel down. But there's a whopping great big nut in there, like in a really hard to get to circle. So I'm thinking to myself, well, if it's a spare wheel, then there must be a tool in the toolbox to get that out. So I've pulled up the mat, and this is what I've got: a screwdriver, 2 screwdrivers, and that's a towing eye. But there's nothing there to get the spare wheel down. Bit odd, isn't it? Am I missing something, or is that a bit odd? Okay, I cheated and I googled it. The tyre wrench. Okay, guess I gotta clean that. I was just cleaning up under the tyre in here, and bugger me, look what I found. This came out. A seed. Well, kind of like a flowery seed pod. So that might have just saved us a couple of $1,000, so let's hope. Do your unaccompanied effects contain any of the following restricted goods? Drugs, weapons, there'd be no. Oh, the last question. Egg or fruit cartons used in packing? That was going to be a yes, but now it's a no.
Right, I'm following Kelly around. She's like a mad ant at the moment. I tell you, she'll be doing the ant dance for you at the moment. She is absolutely pumped. The adrenaline is like you've never seen before. I'm having to keep her balanced. She's doing a good job.
The trouble is when you're like this, you almost don't get as much done. Alright, taking the gas bottles out. Clean the gas locker. Alright, the back's pretty much done.
There's a bird shiters. Oh no, she's going to be washed anyway.
It's going to be clean tomorrow. And I've booked World Moving and Storage. They are the ones that you go in a container with other people. If you
just want to died, but anyway, explain, because you made me happy in the end.
Okay, so if you go like on a freighting company, it's about just over $2,000 per cubic metre, and they think we've got about 2 cubic metres. But the World Moving and Storage was $1,200 for 2 cubic metres. Okay, so the reason that we weren't using them originally is because it was going to take so long to get there. It can take up to 12 weeks to get to Australia. But we just rang this lady back because we had originally spoken to her, and we said, how full is your container? Because they have to wait for the containers to be filled. She said, you wouldn't believe it, it's 3/4 full. So she would be quietly confident that our stuff would go in there and it would get going. So they're just going to hold the items in Sydney until we get there. So that should work out well for about a quarter of the price. Under control?
Of course.
It's a good answer. And I've got my head in the water tank. Icey's back up on her blocks. She's on the way forward, pushing the water to the front of this tank. I've got to get all the water out.
It's what you call very rustic. I haven't got half of my tools for in the kitchen, but look, I'm making do with what I have, and that's all good. We're eating still very healthy. You'll see Kelly's on the phone. Good morning to you all. She's on the phone because we have a wee bit of a panic going on, but we're not panicking, we're taking deep breaths. I, with my Lasker, had it way too hot and it burnt my throat this morning. What Kelly's doing at the moment is see all our boxes which are down here, our 15 boxes. They are all currently unsealed because they need to have tape on them. The silicone that we got 2 days ago, New Zealand Post have been absolutely hopeless. They were supposed to have delivered it on a fast track yesterday morning at 9 o'clock, and the man Robert from Silica, where we've got these things from, he had rung as well and said that he would ring and see if he could get our items sent to us 9 o'clock this morning, because at 12 o'clock today we've got the shipping company picking up the boxes which need to be completely sealed and enclosed with all their labels and everything on them. So Kelly's on the phone to the shipping company to see if we can have it later. 12 o'clock we can't guarantee, with New Zealand Post, who have been very unhelpful, saying that we would actually have that item for us by 12.
Okay, 11:20. It has arrived. We've got 40 minutes to get all the gels in there and all sealed up.
Can you see Kelly? Can you hear her? She's been pacing. She's going very soon to take Icy to be washed.
So if it's like all kitchen stuff, we'll just label it as kitchenware.
Okay. Would you be able to help with that? Because you'll know more.
We have got the list that we had. What's the name?
I sent a list to Leonie too.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's Icy going off to have her undercarriage cleaned now. She'll be away for 2.5, 3 hours. Well, that's the boxes. They're off on their way. About 10 signatures. I thought, gosh, what is half the stuff I'm signing? Ex-real estate agent, you always want to know what you're signing. But anyway, you get a copy of everything. And they were very nice, those boys as well. Very polite. It's on its way. I'm just doing a few things inside, last minute things, so it's ready for us for tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be where we are packing the suitcases for Christchurch. My throat from burning it so badly last night with that soup overdid it. Kelly had the rest of it for lunch today. I just had some poached eggs on toast. They were very nice, made my throat feel a little bit better, but yeah, I don't know what that was about. It's made me a little bit miserable. Kelly's going to be away for a number of hours. She said that she's in a wee office, so how good is that? And she's under the pit.
Got my own little wee spot here in the office, which is really nice. It was nice of them. Just editing a video in here, but I've got prime viewing position over Iceberg. And they called me out because I said, because I'm sitting here, and they started at 2, and then I saw them stop at 2:30. So I said to the chat, oh, is it Smoko, is it? Because obviously we're paying per hour. And nothing's happened for the last 20 minutes, so he just wanted me to go out there and check it. There's still dirt on top of things, on top of the tanks, basically on top of anything. There's still dirt everywhere, so he's going to give it another go.
Call your friends and make a plan. Let's have ourselves a date. No promises or consequence. We have no time to waste. We go from London to Paris, city to state. Drive 100 miles an hour, staying out too late. Living life as a nomad, take it day by day. Cause there's no one to tell us what to do. I want this.
Is she looking clean is the question. And he's She's doing her usual friendly thing, and she's found a cat friend. And that's some of that chicken, obviously that big chicken. We've still got some chicken left over. And somebody seems to be really enjoying that.
We just had our first marketplace sale, and the chappie sort of like, where do I go, where do I go? He came down here, and he was buying something. He's like, South Auckland, it's not safe. And I'm like, aren't we in South Auckland now? He's like, yeah, it's not safe, not safe.
I wonder what he means by that. We've been fine. It's interesting, a couple of doors down by the drunk man.
He was a polite drunk man. He kept calling me dear. Dear, dear. What number are we? Tomorrow, Icy goes to the depot. I think we're slightly over it, aren't we? Slightly over it.
Yeah, well, my throat's over it.
Right, I'll just do the sink and shower floor, and then I'll come in for a cuppa.
And we'll see you all in the morning for, I'm going to not have a sore throat. I'm going to have a good night's sleep, and we'll see you tomorrow for, the big exit.
Yeah.
The big goodbye to Icy.
Just doing the final clean around Icy, and you wouldn't believe it. It's clean now, but up under these arches was full of cow shite. Absolutely baked in it. So I've been having to clean this morning, even though we just spent, how many hundreds of dollars yesterday. And I'm just trying to empty the hot water tank. And lastly will be the disconnect the batteries. We've got slightly different meals today because Louie's still not feeling very well, so she's got some plain food.
I've actually boiled, I'm using up everything so that we've got nothing left over. Some of the chicken that the cat had last night, but not the same chicken. So that was pre-boiled, and just some vegetables which I've boiled with some galanjo, ginger and a kaffir leaf. Kelly's got...
I'm telling your voice you're not feeling terribly well.
Oh my God, I don't know what it is. It's Kelly. God, it's not bloody COVID, is it? She hasn't got it. I'm doing this coughing. I almost feel like I've got a chest infection. When was the last time I had something like that? And we're about to get on a plane, of course, tomorrow. So, yeah, good luck to me.
All right, here we go. We're off.
Is that bananas in that rubbish bag just there? Is that a banana
It
tree?
is, yeah.
That's so cute.
And we rang ahead because I just cannot get those batteries disconnected, and to see if there's, some boys there that could help us with a socket set. And
Girls?
All girls.
Yeah.
And the lady just didn't have a clue. She didn't know anything about the van. She didn't know where we were going. She didn't know where Port Kembla was. She said we had to deregister the vehicle, and I'm like, So I've emailed the lady who we've been dealing with and said, can you please find me someone at the depot who knows what they're talking about? Let's just see how we get on when we get to the depot.
Sometimes that happens in reception, and sometimes it doesn't. But the reception is one of the most important jobs in the world.
Yes, but if you're a shipping logistics company and somebody says, where are you going to? And you say Port Kembla, and they're like, where's that? You get a little bit nervous. And we've taken down the dash cam, so it's handheld filming only from here on in. I'm starting to think with that massive truck in front of us, that no wonder the lady didn't know what was happening, Arthur or Martha. Looks like they obviously do thousands of cars. So we were hoping that whoever loads it onto the truck maybe just put some like wedges or something. If the angle's too great, it'll scrape the back end of it.
Oh yeah, he's telling the dispatcher who will.
Oh,
get
that's
her
really
drivers.
good, thank
Yeah.
you. Alright, so we literally just give you the keys.
Yep.
Oh, then what happens?
And then it will go moved around the back, and then it will wait to get put on the truck to go and meet the vessel.
Okay.
And then we meet up with her when she arrives the other end.
Final nervous check. Are we okay? I think we're okay.
I feel like I've got tears in my eyes.
I did a bit before, but I'm okay now.
Gosh, it's windy out here.
Right, we just got to get ourselves back, get packed, and get on a plane.
Put it in a book.
I don't mind. Either or. Looks funny without Iceberg here. See the state of the affairs. I left the telly going so it appeared like we were in here. Okay, right. Let's get this packed up. I think we've got this under control. Generally what we do is we just get the items to the airport, we'll weigh them at the airport, and then we may need to repack. So I'm going to need to buy 2 extra bags. Just a normal day at the office for us with all those bags. What's for dinner? Louis just having a plain old chicken. Very, very plain.
Yes, just that's the last of the chicken, the boiled chicken.
And I'm having a bit more of a spicy...
Yep, that's my famous salsa chicken.
Spicy beans.
Yes, and it has parmesan cheese on top, so it's a bit of a Mexican type of dinner, that one there for Kelly.
All we have to do now is get up, get ready.
Showered, cleaned, ready to get in the taxi. I'll be feeling better.
The lady here in reception, she's very funny. She Louis asked if we could stay an extra hour. Well, that would be $20. Then
we're not spending that as you would. Well,
oh no, we'll be out the door at 10.
What could we spend $20 on? Quite a lot.
And then they offer free to the airport service. That's why we booked it. But apparently it's only free from the airport to here. It's $10 from here to the airport. So that's fine. We'll pay that. And Louis said, can we book it for 10:15? You know, because we've got to get all these bags down to reception. She said, well, no, checkout's at 10. I'll book you at the taxi for 10.
And I said, well, see you at 10:01. And she said, no, 10 o'clock.
Good morning, everyone. Poor Louis feeling miserable. It's still making us a sarnie.
Do you know, I have not had a cold, sick, flu-y, whatever this is, the whole entire time. Actually, even before that, I don't even remember the last time, except for COVID about 3 or 4 years ago. Yep, I've clearly got something. And it started with the most dreadfulest throat. Then my nose wouldn't stop running. And then it's just, I've got to breathe through my mouth. Mushrooms, which I did last night, actually for Kelly, with capsicum and schnitzel, and she's got blue vein cheese and cheese in there.
And I've just got to get these bags outside.
It's been amazing looking after me, everybody.
It's kind. 2 days ago, I would have said, there's no way we're going to get this done. And here we are. We're out. We've done it. We came, we conquered. Now we just got to get... Jeffrey, he goes, are you going to international? I was like, no, we're just going to domestic. Right, we are at the airport. There's plenty of time, in fact 5 hours. But that's okay, because the first thing we have to go and weigh the bags and probably have to repack. So here's the plan. Weigh each bag, write it down, and then we'll either divide them up to make it even, or we'll just have to buy another bag. 32.4 kilos over. You'd like a cup of tea, Louis? Is that what you said? You'd like a cup of tea with your homemade sarnie?
I actually would.
We decided on 3 bags because they weren't as expensive as we thought. It was $135 for 3 extra bags.
Not looking forward to going on the flight. Okay, I'm about to have a lovely cup of tea, green tea.
I think there's any other weirdos at the airport making themselves a cup of tea. I'll be back in a second. Just got eyes on some plugs over there.
So you don't miss out on much just because you don't come buy food. You can make your own food and still have the usual things that you have.
A really, really nice New Zealand chicken agent helped us. She took us over to the baggage check-in and she said, don't close up your bags, see if you can get the extra bits in. So she was like helping us weigh out like 200 grams here and there. And we got to the absolute max of the grams of every bag. We got through security with batteries. You have to have batteries taped up with sellotape. I didn't know that.
The ends of them, both ends, and I've got to take all my clothes off because I'm just thinking.
They put Louis through the scanner.
They always put me through the scanner.
It's because you've got that look about you. She always gets like with the drug tests and everything.
I had a double drug test one day.
Well, maybe you look like you're on drugs today.
Or
maybe that's
bombs.
why.
There were bombs powdering me down for things like that.
Don't say bomb at an airport, Louis. We're almost there. one more hurdle. If we can get past the hostie with our bags. They wouldn't have got past me. Right, 29, 28, 30. We made it. Got anything to say from the last week?
Just that I'm smiling underneath here, and thank you.
Thank you.
For everything that you've done to make this really a nice experience, and it's been a wee bit difficult the last 2 days for me.
Are you looking forward to doing it again in 12 months?
No, I'm not actually. It was quite hard.
It was harder than we thought.
Yeah.
I was actually quite looking forward to it, but that was hard work. Thank you for watching. We're going to say goodbye for now. We're going to take off from Auckland, and next time you see us, we'll be landing
Bound for Christgeorge. Great
Hello,
to have you on
Mars.
board with us this afternoon.
Catch you soon.
Please ensure your bags are